Hello again, my fans. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Um, yes. See, I'm listening to Comrade Leader Mark Godlin in a meeting with Dion Jackson Miller, and he's talking about the economy. So, and what they want to do when they win the general election, you know. And I would love for you guys to go over there and listen what he's saying keenly. So, thank you for listening this. So, you will hear what he's saying at the end of this voice note. Thank you.
Depend on what's happening in the economy at the time. Are we going to continue to have a sluggish economy? You know, we're coming out of two consecutive quarters of negative growth and a recessionary environment to begin the year. We don't really know what's been happening with the tax take since then and so on. So there are a lot of things that we'd have to look at when we form government. And then we'd have to look at the discretionary expenditure that's in the budget that was just approved, which is $360 billion, and decide what areas of it will we continue with, what will we maybe defer, what may we scale down, what may we completely discontinue. We won't be voted in to government to continue what. You know, we will be voted in to do what we say we want to do. So there will be some adjustments to how that discretionary expenditure is rolled out, because that really represents the priorities of the government of the day. But how we phase it and so on will depend on the circumstances at the time. Who knows if we're going to have a year without any natural disasters, for example. So, you know, there are a lot of issues that can affect the timing of things, you know.
So is it that those numbers, you guys sat down and worked on them after the finance minister's criticism in our?
No, we couldn't have produced it in such a short space of time. We have been working on it for quite a long time, actually. A lot will depend on what.
I've seen where Damian Crawford, the math teacher, giving his speech about the feeding of the children in schools. Trust me, he is the math teacher. He may just come and just talk because he feel like talking. With my people, when they come out to talk, they talk it like it is. They consider what they're doing, and they come and they say the right things. They don't just come out and just say anything just to you know they always put their things together, and they studied what they're going to say, and they know what they're going to say, and they always end up saying the right thing. So I want you guys to listen to Damian Crawford in his speech, what he's answering to the journalist, and I'm sure, and everything what he's saying makes sense. You understand? Not like the other one who talk about the pro box, and it's a one like a gimmicks or cartoon thing she upon like a play thing, like say she don't know what she's saying. But I want you guys to listen to Damien and listen keenly, because you guys know that he's a very bright fellow, and he knows exactly what he's saying. So at the end of this note, you will hear what he's saying to the questions he's answering to the journalist, and I want you guys to listen to his speech, because he's saying what the right things. So thank you.
Leader, I thank you for the opportunity to participate in this press conference, and a special good morning to those who are listening and the journalists who are present and online. We, as the People's National Party, has proposed verbatim that we would have 1 meal per needy child in school. It is confusing to us that the Minister of Finance, the past Minister of Education, would posit that that number of needy children would be 400,000, when currently they propose to feed 167,000 children. So the Minister of Education, former Minister of Education, have already stated that she believes that over 200,000 needy children would not be fed under their current policies. However, we feel that the cost per meal should not be $280 per child, as is currently being provided, but instead $400 per child. These $280 have long been stated by principals and other practitioners within education to be insufficient to feed the children. Many have caused for ask for another $100 from the children, and some have reduced the number of days that they have been able to feed the children. So we propose a $400 per meal for primary and secondary school children. The number of days in the school year, which we all know and agree, is 190 days in the year. Percentage of children needing meals was estimated at 56% of children needing meals. This is based on the recent survey that suggested that severe or moderate food insecurity was 55.6%. So we carried it at 56% of our people are within that space. The total number of children we have in school is 440,000. Therefore, the number of children in need of meals will be 246,400. The total cost of the proposal, therefore, multiplying 246,400 by 190 days for $400 is $18.7 billion. However, the book that everyone seems to be most concerned about has a current school feeding budget of $8.98 billion. So the additional would be approximately $9.9 billion. So $9.7 billion. So therefore, the additional that we will need to find to adequately feed the 56% of children that research has shown is likely to have difficulties in eating meals are going to be $9 billion. And again, we ask for the Jamaicans to recognize that the minister in her proposal, in her suggestion, suggests that 400,000 children are in need, of which they have made a budget to feed only 170,000, less than 170,000, leaving the other 230,000 to be sacrificed by the Jamaica Labour Party. The estimate for the RIDE program, again, this is a program that we have posited, the Prime Minister. The estimate for the RIDE program, again, this is a program that we have posited. The Prime Minister have chosen to seek a response. A very different program, which we'll expound upon in future conversations, but not just the provision in 2 or 3 parishes and whoever get the bus, but instead a targeted approach of 20,000 students with demonstrating need. Initially, we'll target those who are most in need and scale up as the fiscal space allow to those who may be currently less in need but still would desire to have that assistance. So the current program that the government have is targeting 7,500 students. No wonder we have persisted to have an absenteeism ratio of approximately 24% in Jamaica. Chronic absenteeism is stated to be 10%. So Jamaica in its entirety is operating under chronic absenteeism. The estimate for the
Another bit of news where I see where Janice Allen, she's so upset about the people who is just misleading the Jamaican people in the news, saying that Amara is going to be whatever. It's like, what? Why are they telling her these lies? For what? For win election? They mustn't do that, man. So the lady now, she's speaking out and telling the people them stop spreading fictions and misleading the people about the Amorites them coming in will be in Jamaica. What she's saying that not saying that well, I mean, I know it's like, why the other side always love to say some things to make things look good and them know that it's not like what they are saying. So Janice Allen is gonna explain out everything what she's saying in her note about the Amorites. She's going to explain out, and I want you guys to listen exactly what she's saying because she is going to tell it to you all. Thank you for that too. Thanks. I don't know why Ed Bartlett coming out saying, talking about Amorites coming to Jamaica, and they know exactly that that's not the way it goes. So, I wish they could just speak the truth and stop mislead people, because it not look well when they keep telling lies. So when they tell the lies now, and time come and people don't see the things them happening, everybody go find us them a really big liar. So but just come clean and just say the right things and done. Thank you.
The following is a release from the People's National Party Media Unit. I want to take a moment to set the record straight on an announcement made yesterday by the Minister of Tourism. The minister claimed that Emirates will begin flights to Jamaica. But let me be clear, this is simply not true. What actually happened is that Condor, a German airline, announced a new route to Jamaica. Now, Condor, no stranger to Jamaica, does have a strategic alliance with Emirates, but that does not mean Emirates is flying here. To suggest otherwise is misleading and disingenuous. Jamaica's tourism industry is too important for false claims and political spin. Our tourism workers, businesses, and stakeholders deserve honesty about airlift and investment. The minister must come clean and correct the record. Jamaica is a world-class destination, and we must protect our credibility on the global stage. We need real direct flights, not misleading headlines. It's time for transparency in how we communicate tourism developments. Jamaicans deserve the truth. Thank you.
Visitor
No, this is about Marco Rubio. And I see where he's saying that, the US Secretary of State promises equipment, technology, and other assistance for Jamaica anti-crime fight. So it's like say he's promising to, to assist in these kind of things. So let's hope and see what is going to take place during these things because I don't know. I don't know why I don't believe in what these people coming here to do because I'm wondering if they're on other agenda. It's not really what they are saying to the Jamaican people they are up to. But anyway, we are smart people, so we will find out one day what this visit is really, really, really about. You know. But anyway, if what he said in the paper here is true, it would be a very, very good thing though, because trust me, we really need the help from to fight the crime, and we really need the technologies to help us out here in Jamaica. So it would be good if they are really if they will stand up on their words and what they are saying. So at the end of this again you will hear that part. Thank you. And again, in addition to what Marco Rubio is saying, he's saying that they are going to do, things to stop the gun flow coming to Jamaica. It would be so nice because these things entering into the country and what they're doing is to do harm. It's not for the security forces. It's not for the JDF people. It's to do harm. And when these things reaches into the wrong hands, there's a lot of danger. So, see the headline where it says U.S. Secretary Rubio committed to do more to stop flow of guns from U.S. to Jamaica. Yes, that's them have for them weapon things over there, floating around like anything. And anybody can just go into a shop to get to understand and just buy what they're supposed to buy and then do what they're supposed to do. Look over there. Look at the how much crimes are in the schools where students just going weapon in their bag and all sort of thing in their bag and people just walking and just doing a lot of unaliving people and all those things. And so and it's like and Jamaica here these people behaving so terrible when it come to that kind of weapon. So yes, it would be nice. And I wish to God they could gather in all of them weapons there and destroy them because when they have it, and a bird them will go use it and alive, and an animal, a human being, and not even a bird, you cannot you treat the way of how we are treating each other with those kind of weapons. So they need to do everything in their power to get them off the streets, get them from the homes, anywhere they have them a bush hide. They need to do everything in their power to get them and destroy them because they are destroying people's lives with it. Because these things are going into the wrong hands, and when the wrong people get them, they do dangerous things with them. So when he says they're going to do things to stop it. Yes, but Papa say, I'm just here thinking now that they can stop that weapon thing there in their own country because look how much attacks going on over there. So how are they going to stop this? How are they really going to stop this? So anyway, let's us just watch and see what they are really, really, really talking about because people can come in and say anything and chat anything, and go half of what they said, not a thing no work out. But they just come and visit and talk and talk and talk. So let's see. Because trust me, what Jamaica are listening, we are all listening and we hear them speech, we will hear them. So we at the end of the day we will know if they're gonna follow suit, if they're going to go to stand up to these promises that they are making us, the Jamaican people. So, yes, at the end of this again, I'll say you will hear everything that they are saying. So, people, just please like, share, and subscribe. And to my channel, love you all. Thank you.
In our conversations that lead back to my time in the United States Senate, how many of the guns and the weapons that are being used by gangs to commit acts of violence here in Jamaica are purchased in the United States and then shipped here? And we want to commit to doing more to stopping that flow at the same time as we do more to commit to increasing your capacity. Prime Minister has phrased it in a way that I think is very beneficial, and that is, he used the term global war on gangs. Maybe we'll find some other phraseology in the United States to describe it, but we're talking about the same problem. It's amazing if you look across the region and really many parts of the world, how many of the threats we face in the world now that once came from a ideological terrorist organization or from a nation state are now coming from non-governmental criminal organizations who in some cases are more powerful than the governments in some of these countries. And we've confronted this issue. It's a challenge in Mexico. It's a challenge on the border between Venezuela and Colombia. It is the challenge in Haiti. And it's been a challenge here. And it's a multifaceted challenge. They are transnational for a number of reasons. One, as an example, is, and we've acknowledged this, in our conversations that lead back to my time in the United States Senate, how many of the guns and the weapons that are being used by gangs to commit acts of violence here in Jamaica are purchased in the United States and then shipped here? And we want to commit to doing more to stopping that flow. In our conversations that lead back to my time in the United States Senate, how many of the guns and the weapons that are being used by gangs to commit acts of violence here in Jamaica are purchased in the United States and then shipped here? And we want to commit to doing more to stopping that flow at the same time as we do more to commit to increasing your capacity. Prime Minister has phrased it in a way that I think is very beneficial, and that is, he used the term global war on gangs. Maybe we'll find some other phraseology in the United States to describe it, but we're talking about the same problem. It's amazing if you look across the region and really many parts of the world, how many of the threats we face in the world now that once came from a ideological terrorist organization or from a nation state are now coming from non-governmental criminal organizations who in some cases are more powerful than the governments in some of these countries. And we've confronted this issue. It's a challenge in Mexico. It's a challenge on the border between Venezuela and Colombia. It is the challenge in Haiti. And it's been a challenge here. And it's a multifaceted challenge. They are transnational for a number of reasons. One, as an example, is, and we've acknowledged this, in our conversations that lead back to my time in the United States Senate, how many of the guns and the weapons that are being used by gangs to commit acts of violence here in Jamaica are purchased in the United States and then shipped here? And we want to commit to doing more to stopping that flow.
Marco Rubio, yes, talking about the green card holders. The headline in the paper is U.S. green card holders. U.S. green card holders can travel freely. That's what he says. They can travel freely. And if they can travel freely, why are they so afraid to travel? May have family member died the other day, and I have family in America who wanted to come to the, and then they don't come. Are they afraid? So if they can travel freely, why are they so afraid? If they can travel freely, why when they go to going like when they leave the country and they want to go back, it is taken away from them. Or when they reach it, it's taken away from them. Then if they can travel freely, then why are they going through this right now? So you see, they're saying one thing and another something happen. So anyway, let's just watch and see because when people talk, whether our prime minister or other people talk, and if there's lies telling, we will find out, and we will have to find out because we're watching them and we're listening to the news keenly. So we will see and know because we see a lot of green card holders are in problem right now. So I don't know, is that only those who over there that committed that crime they're holding on to? They holding on to a lot of other people who not commit nothing. People were born and they in a country for how long, how much 30 odd years, 40 odd years, then catch them and them send them out with a green card and a green card. So anyway, let's just watch the show and let's just watch the ride and see what's going on. Thank you again.
Secretary Rubio, given changes to U.S. immigration policies, there are some Jamaicans who are afraid to travel back to Jamaica, even though they are legitimate green card holders. What assurances can you give to those individuals that they will have no difficulty returning to the United States?
If you're a green card holder, you're not illegally in the United States. If you're a green card holder, you are legally in the United States. What the president has said, and I don't know how anybody can disagree with this, every country in the world has immigration laws. And immigration laws, if you don't enforce them, you don't have immigration laws. Over the last few years, we've had, 13, 14, 15 million people enter the United States unlawfully and irregularly. No country in the world can assume that. By the way, that's not unique to us, right? Even here in Jamaica, you've faced challenges of migration. And it's not that we don't sympathize with people that are leaving difficult circumstances. It's that no society can absorb mass migration from anywhere in the world. You just can't do it. And we're facing that challenge. That's not specific to Jamaica, I'm just speaking in general. And so the president is doing something that frankly hasn't been done in a long time. He's enforcing our immigration laws, and that's what we're doing. So if you're a green card holder, you're not illegally in the United States. I think the challenge is for those who are illegally in the United States, we have to have immigration laws. They have to be followed. I mean, I don't know why that's an unreasonable demand. And frankly, I mean, Jamaica is not a major source of illegal migration, to be frank. It's not even in the top 10 or top 20, for that matter, I don't think. But that said, we are enforcing our immigration laws, because here's what happens if you don't. You'll get another 12 million people. And if tomorrow Jamaica announced anybody who wants to come can come in, you're going to get a lot of people too, and you know it's going to be very disruptive. So we need to have immigration laws, and we need to enforce them, and that's what we are. That's what the president is doing. That's what he promised voters he would do, and that's what we're going to continue to do. But if you're a green card holder, you're legally in the United States, unless, and I say this because a lot of these people come, unless you're some student visa holder who's a sympathizer of some terrorist organization and is running around in our streets like a lunatic, burning down buildings and attacking students at universities. If you're one of these lunatics that's going to put on a mask over your face and break into a student union center and harass students, and we wouldn't have let you in the first place. If you had told us that, if you told us, I'm going to America not just to study at your university, but to tear up your campus, we would have never let you in. And if you do that, once you come into the United States, we're going to kick you out. We're going to do that. And I don't care what terrorist organization is supporting, we're going to kick you out. If you're a gang member, we're going to kick you out. Okay? If you're one of these violent gang members that's coming to the United States, then we're going to kick you out. That we're going to do. There's no doubt about it. But the president's very committed to that. And but if you're a green card holder and you're not any of these things, you're going to be fine.
At the end of this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and drop a comment. Thank you.